Now, if you've seen any gameplay of Redeemer, it's kind of easy to say it gives off this Hotline Miami look. Well, other than the top-down angle and with some twin-stick shooting tossed in there, that's about it. There's no one-hit deaths, there's no mass stuff, obviously. Redeemer is just a beat 'em up, first and foremost. Running from stage to stage, redeeming people. Yeah, let's see what it got. This is combat overview. In these series of videos I go over just that, the combat. To be a visual manual and give a more in-depth look into what a game has to offer, because too many reviews gloss over gameplay, calling it a button masher, or giving it the blanket statement, it's like DMC. We got our standard punches on square, they attack straight forward and lay down quick hits. On triangle we got a kick, it doesn't work like Nightshade or Shing where it's meant to open people up or reposition them, it's just its own attack. So it's a tiny bit slower, but it's way wider range, real good for crowd control. No unique enders chaining at different presses, but like I said, they do have their uses. But they do both have charge attacks. So with punch, you attack at a decent stretch forward, which will send him flying. The kick's charge attack will do this large sweep around yourself, and these two have hyper armor on them, letting you get these out if you want to use them. But keep in mind, you will still take damage while charging it, so just watch that health. Now in circle, this has multiple functions. So alright, holding circle will pick up throwable items. You'll be slowed down, but release circle and you'll toss it. And just like Wolverine Origins, we got these one-time use environmental kills. Again, press circle near a spike or a table, etc. and you'll take them out instantly. It can also stealth kill, but most importantly, circle will execute enemies. Glory kills basically. So weaken them, a skull will appear to let you know they've been opened up for that final blow. Also, you're fully invulnerable too while you do it. Now just like traditional beat 'em ups, we have our melee weapons lying around that are strong but run on limited durability. Pick them up with R1 and they'll have their basic combos, replacing our punch and kicks with lights and heavies. Now the thing is about that, we can't drop them. So once you pick it up, you're stuck with them until they break or you swap it out. And again, since it replaces your basic moves and can't toss it, that's pretty limiting. They do have better range than our punch and kicks and hits harder, but they swing way slower. Would have been cool if we can toss it whenever we want to do cool damage, but the trade-off would it'll break instantly. But yeah, we also have guns. They're strong but limited use too, and this is when it's a little twin stick shooter. Aim with the right thumbstick and fire with R2. But yeah, empty this clip and you'll get rid of it. And we don't have to choose one over the other. We can have both a gun and a melee weapon at the same time, which is nice. Onto our defenses, we can dodge with X. No iframes on it when you start the game, but we can't upgrade it to have it, but even then, the roll can't avoid this projectile. We can avoid regular swings, but our roll can't cancel our attacks either. So we're up close and personal, even if we reacted in time. We can't dip out on a dime because no cancel to even use those iframes. So because of that, I would just say to use it as a repositioning tool mostly. Especially since you gotta let the full attack animation play out before you can roll. And yeah. But it does have follow-up attacks, which are cool to have. So pressing square will have you dive towards them, getting you close in. And triangle would do this crowd control slam. Now onto our actual main defense tool. When you see an enemy turn red, press L1 to counter them. Looks funny, but hey, at least you know it's going to work. Especially since it's going to counter in all directions, whether or not you're facing them, and most importantly, it'll cancel out our attacks. So it's very snappy, comes out when you need it, and opens them up. But yeah, this one's definitely the one worth using. One thing though, when you see an enemy blink red instead, that means it's a command grab, so just move and avoid that. On the HUD, we got a health, and well, you're noticing the other meters. That doesn't mean we have no extra little mechanics going on, because like I mentioned, we do have glory kills. Weaken them, do your thing, and every kill heals you. Doing these executions and stealth takedowns heal you more than just finish them off with basic attacks. But yeah, all kills heal. Might seem a bit much healing after every kill, but yeah, mess up once and you'll be shredded. So it's pretty evened out. We also have an upgrade system that works on proficiency levels. Using kicks or a certain gun, for example, will eventually level it up. And after a few thresholds, you'll pick a permanent passive for each one you pass. And you can tell you can pick a passive by having an exclamation point on the side. We get picks like having dodge follow-ups, extra attack on our base combos, more ammo, faster fire rate, etc. And when you level up either side and meet an even larger overall threshold, you can pick a passive for the monk or soldier side. Stuff like the counters will do damage, iframes on roll, toss objects will do more damage, and you can even get upgraded to disarm enemies by pressing the right thumbstick towards them and pressing R1. And that's Redeemer. It's a pretty solid beat 'em up. It might seem simple, but not gonna lie, the top-down angle alone kept me hooked the entire time. And yeah, even with no dodge canceling, can't tech falls, and overly committal melee weapons, It still has a constant pace to it with them counters, the glowy kills, and switching from hand-to-hand combat to using varied guns. Pretty standard, but still, it was all fun to mess with, making it pretty enjoyable from start to finish.